Welcome back to our channel. If your birthday on this day, kindly comment your name, year of birth and country of birth. If you like our work, give like and subscribe our channel. Check description to see about our offers and new announcement. Here we see truth about birthday on this day. 26. On the off chance that you were brought into the world on the 26th day of the month, you were given a ton of duty at an early age and consequently have a more genuine side to your temperament. You need to make a solid effort to build up your own connections, and thus may encounter the high points and low points of a few organizations before you discover the individual who you will eventually spend the remainder of your existence with. You are a diligent employee with uncommon hierarchical abilities and would dominate in an administrative or the board ability to improve the amicable characteristics you as of now have. You are exceptionally genuine to other people and quit any pretense of everything for society and family. You generally consider ahead time and have a sharp sense. You have a solid self-discipline and distinction. You for the most part shroud your emotions and permit individuals to think what they like. You may either be an incredible accomplishment throughout everyday life or an extraordinary disappointment. Despite the fact that others go against you, you keep on accomplishing the work and henceforth prevail with regards to making a ton of foes. You have a generally excellent memory and always remember your hatred against anybody. You are routinely misconstrued in your life by others. Consequently, you ordinarily feel incredibly desolate on a fundamental level. You are continually telling. You may go through many good and bad times in your day-to-day existence, yet you will thrive and be fruitful in the later piece of your life. On the off chance that you lead a straightforward and strict life, you will undoubtedly ascend to high situations throughout everyday life. The introduction of a girl in your home will end up being exceptionally fortunate for you. You are slanted towards the sufferings of individuals. Your work may not be seen during your lifetime, yet it will be recollected and perceived after your passing. You for the most part focus on open life or government duty or something to that effect. You will need to dive deep into the secrets of the nature. Occasions will occur in a high speed in your life. In the later piece of your life, you may like to have a forlorn existence because of your past experience of conjugal life. While being insightful, you ought to be cautious about specific sicknesses in your mature age. You may experience the ill effects of issues identified with liver, kidney and clogging. You may likewise have cerebral pains and intestinal issues. You ought to evade meat and have however much vegetables and natural products as could reasonably be expected. You may now and again get dormant and lethargic. In spite of the fact that you have every one of the characteristics in you, some of the time you will in general disregard them and bring in simple cash. You generally conceal your feelings and sentiments from others. You accept a task is finished solely after you have finished it. You now and again stress a ton. You have a better than average of cash and an ability for business. Your way to deal with business is unique, innovative and trying. You have savvy instinct and should be responsible for whatever you are doing. You are a decent supervisor and coordinator. You have a present for seeing the bigger view, yet may disregard the subtleties. You are proficient and can deal with huge activities, ventures, or organizations. You are a pragmatist, fearless, down to earth, and profoundly yearning. Your test is to keep a harmony between your material objectives and the key human characteristics of getting, empathy and love. Your business life can make you become unfeeling and bored toward others. Try not to let the cruel disposition become your lone methods for taking a gander at life. All individuals have abilities and karmic troubles. Keep up appreciation for all that you have been given, and offer it with others to the degree that you are capable. You can be conciliatory and careful. You like to complete things by influence as opposed to constrain. You are reliable and have exclusive standards of yourself. You have a requirement for status and may flaunt your rewards for so much hard work with an amazing vehicle or house. You can undoubtedly exaggerate such pomposity, and may seem pompous according to other people. You are pleased with all you have. You like to be supplemented. You have solid character, however might be tyrannical and bossy. You have little persistence with shortcoming, be it your own or somebody else's. You must be mindful so as not to be debilitated too without any problem. Life will test your determination and your ability to get up off the floor subsequent to being wrecked. Yet, you have the strength and fortitude to prevail over any trouble. You don't communicate your emotions much. It is difficult for you to surrender the past. You are liberal and able to help in an emergency. You can be generous and a mainstay of your local area. You are a solid-willed and sure individual. In any field of movement you need to accomplish the best outcomes. Indeed, even in the most tough spots, don't permit yourself to surrender. Try not to leave from the objective until you have depleted every single imaginable alternative. You are in the delight of rivalry, competition and life impediments. They make you more grounded. The number of material success, the number of reliable people able to bring everything to perfection. On the one hand, this is the number of total revolution, and on the other, religious commitment, philosophical thinking, and an inevitable perspective encompassing all actions. People with a soul number of 8 are different from most other people. They hide their feelings, which is why they are often judged as they please. In their souls they are lonely and rarely find understanding among people, and after death they are often extolled. The capacity to make a solid, overpowering impression the first run-through. Inclination, costly garments and adornments, as an important element of high status. Brain, ability, effectiveness, trust in themselves and their privileges. People under the number 8 are not appropriate early marriage. As of now, they are totally caught up in their professions and side interests, and invest little energy on their family members, which prompts consistent fights. At a more experienced age, they create strength and are prepared to commit themselves to family ties. They are dedicated to their mates, yet at whatever stage in life they may favor working for a family. The number that represents the boundless opportunities for working together. You are gutsy and brave before any sort of action, particularly in a business climate. Obstacles and troubles in the way of life are not deterrents being developed. Actually, they improve your capacity to work. You have great administration abilities and the capacity to lead a group. Saturn. Individuals of Saturn are open, regularly don't discover understanding among others and experience the ill effects of dejection. Their outward chilliness and estrangement conceal the hunger for otherworldly warmth, yet they don't have a clue how to show it. They don't care for anything shallow, they like request and material security. Everything comes to them with trouble. They accomplish everything all alone. Their lifestyle is recognized by consistency and regularly, particularly nearer to mature age, material abundance. For individuals of this kind are portrayed by hard-headedness, a calm glance at things. They honor rules and laws. They are practical people, judicious, mindful, dependable and deliberate in all things, extremely persevering and industrious in accomplishing their objectives and thoughts. They seldom end up in a subordinate position throughout everyday life. Individuals of this sort are more centered around material prosperity. They should make certain of their future. They are slanted, be that as it may, to despairing. They keep supreme reliability. You can generally depend on them. Most awesome aspect of all, they discover a shared belief with individuals of the subsequent kind and feel for individuals of the seventh sort. Realistic perception of the arena and quiet confidence are inherent in these people. They are capable of see the wide potential, to put in force most important tasks, to prepare the successful commercial enterprise. In their judgments, people of number 26 are assisting a stability between material and humanistic values. They have a robust character. However, they are no longer liable to the overreactions with self-importance and dominance over others. They have the tenacity and energy to triumph over many boundaries. Imagination, coupled with the ability to practice self-attention, is assisting them to put in force their plans. In reaching their goals, a sizable function is given to their inherent capacity to painting sufficiently with other people. In dealing, the ones born below number 26 are diplomatic, balanced, tolerant to other human beings' critiques. They choose to steer human beings by way of persuasion, not force. With all their heart they accept their duties before the other people, take on loads of commitments, mainly on the subject of taking care of their cherished ones, or material aid. The foundation of their electricity and energy is their high spirituality. They sense a deep unbreakable bond with humanity and the complete world that it is biggest amplify. Despite their energy and self-belief, human beings of number 26 frequently themselves are in need of emotional assist and words of approval. Respect for the others and for themselves will continually assist them to locate peace of mind and self-confidence. Emotional characteristics. These people are very sensitive. They may be able to deep feelings, not best to folks that they may be in love with, but additionally to their pals. They are extremely idealistic of their method, and that they need spiritual and bodily stimuli. The number 6 offers them sufficient romanticism with the opposite intercourse. They are dreamers and idealists, and they need to speak spiritually. At the identical time, they're physical human beings, and that they need additionally to feel a physical appeal. But there is a contradiction. They want the non-secular pleasure not less than bodily. They can be excited if the item does not have the halo of romance. People of number 26 will constantly be the benefactors to others. They are capable of amazing sacrifices for those whom they love, and friendship with them is favorable. Fortunately, this number is regularly sincerely beneficial. These human beings are very independent and do not tolerate restraint. They are quite gentle, and therefore overused by means of the others now and again. They recognize this and go through to a certain restrict. But past that, they will rise up. We ought to no longer assume that they may be as harmless as they appear, but they favor to give more than they take, and the moral balance is usually in their favor. Those who are handling people of number 26 should recognize their individuality and let them be themselves. These human beings are smart and they need the same companions. This number is along with touchy and artistic figures. In total, they deliver number 8, which isn't always so clean to understand. It is pretty mysterious. The number 26 loves leisure and a house full of human beings. The girl who become born under number 26 is typically very hospitable. Also 26 is a very emotional number. This is a great and favorable quantity. Individuals who are born with it need to expand sufficient persistence. This is a distinctive feature, so one can assist them to be triumphant. They ought to experience loss to understand the sector and withstand the stress. If they'll discover ways to take criticism bravely, they may be able to persuade rightly in occasions of their very own lives and in the lives of others. Money and finances are the regions of your good fortune. You are an inborn leader and have business-orientated state of thoughts. Your strategies are innovative, thrilling and revolutionary. You recognize when to apply strain and when to weaken control. The internal feeling that you have leads you brilliantly. Your reasoning is clear and concise. You can nicely manipulate and organize any process. You have a clear view on perspective, as inside the large scale, so you see the details. You are someone to depend on and large initiatives are as a substitute motivation for you than an undertaking. You are sincere with yourself and those around. Your lifestyle's dreams are sensible and attainable step by step. You obtain brilliant oratorical capabilities and might have an effect on human beings significantly. You have high requirements for yourself and so you do expect from society. The attributes of status like homes, motors, clothes are very important to you. Some human beings think that you are boasting, but from every other factor of view you can do it, because you bought this stuff yourself. You experience to be praised and prefer when people admit your achievements. However, you aren't useless and usually geared up to help people like your information and reliable. The prosperity of a network is mostly a cause of the efforts of human beings with start date quantity 26. Your shortcomings. Your foremost problem is in attaining a harmony of material goals and humanistic ones. Your engagement in business can make you sharp, judgmental and snobbish, Although as someone you include masses of humanistic traits, don't permit yourself end up cold-hearted. Your ideology of residing ought to keep away from radical conceptions or non-humanistic mindset towards others. Not all of us can attain the heights like you did. People are one of a kind and it makes this global unique. Remember that each person bears his or her very own burden through lifestyles, and those can't be measured with the aid of your one and only scale of achievement.